I lost all faith in this species and in my nation's culture a long time ago. I really don't care. I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. And I'm not trying to be corny here, but I see the universe in them. You can see a part of everything and everyone, and they're just wonderful to look in their eyes. But when they start to group, as soon as they begin to clot, when there are 5 of them or 10, or even groups as small as 2, they begin to change. They sacrifice the beauty of the individual for the sake of the group. And then the bigger the group, as the group gets bigger, 6, 8, 12, 15, 100, 15,000, they begin to have hats, armbands, little slogans, lists of people they don't like.
Because look at what ISIS did, Joe. Like, they went through Iraq, and so I'm an Iraq war veteran, and I had the privilege of seeing these Assyrian bulls. ISIS went through and completely bulldozed them. They got jackhammers.
Oh my God. Footage shows Islamic State militants in Iraq smashing statues of sledgehammers in a bid to crush what they call non-Islamic ideas. Oh my God, this is fucking horrible.
It gets worse than this. This can't be the first time humans have invaded a place and destroyed stuff from the past because they didn't want it to exist. Maybe for religious reasons or for whatever.
To see them just destroy those things. Fucking Christ.
Some of the oldest relics ever. Now, yeah.
The way that the church behaved in the Americas was appalling. The deliberate burning of Mayan codices. In one bonfire, 5,000 Mayan books were heaped up and burnt by some idiot priest. You know, what's he doing there but wiping out the memory banks of humanity? Some religious fanatic who was convinced that his ideas were the only right ideas and everybody else was wrong. Christianity is responsible for a great deal of harm in this world, and it's time Christians sucked it up and got to grips with that instead of regarding themselves as a paragons of virtue, because Christianity has done horrific things down through the ages. And in my view, we need much less government. Government is a most unhealthy thing. Governments are next to religion, governments are amongst the influences in the world that are causing so much chaos and so much misery in the world, and that are spreading hatred and fear and suspicion all the time. The leaders of our planet, the politicians out there, they're just complete assholes. I can't think of any of them who I feel any respect for whatsoever. And it's they who are in charge. Because right now, the leadership of this planet is just full of shit from beginning to end.
I like to make the comparison, too, to Galileo. They were going to torture him to death. He had actual definitive evidence that we were rotating around the sun and not the other way around. And they were like, no. And they're going to, Joe, they put him on house arrest. He had to recant everything or else. And I'm like.
That's a religious thing, though. That's the same reason why these morons broke down those ancient structures in Iraq.